Before you take that first step upward, stop. In this video, I'm going to show you a 10-second muscle activation technique that shifts the load off your arthritic knees and onto your powerful hips immediately. If your knees scream when you climb, it's likely a loading error, not just age. Today, we are covering the glute amnesia causing your pain, the 10-second wake up tap drill, and the correct biomechanical lean to save your cartilage. Let's get you moving. For men over 60, stairs often feel like the ultimate test of aging. That sharp stabbing pain inside the knee is usually patellofemoral compression. That is science talk for your kneecap grinding into the underlying cartilage. Many men wrongly assume this is just the price of arthritis. They slow down. They grab the rail harder. They avoid stairs altogether. But what if I told you that the pain isn't just because the cartilage is thin? What if the pain is happening because the wrong muscles are doing all the work? This is the central flaw in how most people climb stairs. You are relying too much on your quads and not enough on your hips. Your quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thigh, are knee movers. Your glutes and hamstrings, the muscles on the back, are hip movers. When you climb stairs, you need the power of the hip movers to lift your weight up and forward. But years of sitting and inactivity teach your brain to forget your powerful gluteal muscles. We call this gluteal amnesia. This is not a formal diagnosis, but it is a perfect description of a very real problem. When your glutes fall asleep, the workload shifts entirely to the knees. The quads have to do a job they weren't designed to handle alone, pulling the kneecap out of alignment and crushing the joint with every single step. This constant misuse accelerates the wear and tear of existing arthritis. The 10-second trick we are about to learn is not about building muscle. It's about flipping the switch back on. It is telling your brain, asterisk, hey, use these big, strong muscles first. This video is the first step toward regaining your freedom and moving without that crippling stiffness. If you are serious about mastering your health and boosting your mobility, please take 1 second right now to subscribe to Gentleman's Vitality. We deliver expert-backed strategies every week that help you live stronger and healthier. Let's look closer at the biomechanics. When you step up, your goal is to reduce the bending angle in your knee. A deep knee bend increases compression exponentially. Think of a garden hose you are trying to kink. The tighter the bend, the more force you have to apply to the line. Your knee works the same way. We need to straighten the line, or at least minimize the angle, by utilizing the power available at the hip joint. Before you even touch the first riser, you need to conduct a quick self-assessment. Are you even aware of your glutes? Try this simple test standing right now. Can you squeeze your butt muscles independently? Can you feel them engage without also tightening your lower back or clenching your toes? If you feel confusion or tightness in your lower back instead of a squeeze in the center of your hip, congratulations, you have gluteal amnesia. This muscle group needs a wake-up call. The 10-second activation drill is designed to re-establish the mind-muscle connection. You can do this drill anywhere, waiting for the elevator, standing at the bottom of the stairs, or even while brushing your teeth. It requires zero equipment. Here's the setup for the glute tap drill. Stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart. Focus on one leg at a time, the one that will lead the climb. We want to warm up the piston that is about to push you upward. Use the index and middle finger of your hand to tap the fleshy, muscular part of your glute on that side. Do not tap the lower back. Tap firmly but gently, almost like waking up a sleeping child. We are creating sensory input. While you tap, focus your intention on squeezing that specific glute muscle. Squeeze hard for 1 second, then relax. Repeat this cycle quickly. We are aiming for 8 to 10 quick hard contractions. Squeeze, tap, release. Squeeze, tap, release. You are literally telling the nerve endings, asterisks, it's go time. Why tapping? The light, firm pressure helps override the brain's inhibition of that muscle group. Tapping activates the proprioceptors, the sensors that tell your brain where your body is in space. It's a neurological prompt. After 10 seconds of this focused squeeze and tap, you should feel a subtle warmth or firmness in the glute. That is the feeling of the muscle switching back on. It is primed, ready to work. Now that the engine is running, we integrate this activation into the actual climb. This is the moment of truth. An activated glute is useless if your technique is still quad dominant. We need to implement the biomechanical lean. Stand at the bottom of the stairs. Remember the leg you just activated. That is your primary push leg. Place that entire foot flat onto the first step. Notice I said the tandem entire times foot. Do not use the ball of your foot. Using the whole foot ensures you have a solid platform. Now here is the secret that saves your knees, the forward torso lean. Instead of standing perfectly upright, lean your torso slightly forward, about 10 to 15 degrees, directly over the knee of the push leg. Think of it like pushing a heavy cart. You wouldn't stand straight up and push with your arms. You lean into it. This forward lean does two powerful things. First, it brings your center of gravity closer to the step. This instantly reduces the vertical distance your body needs to travel, making the climb easier. Second, and most importantly, it mechanically forces your hip extensors, the glutes and hamstrings, to initiate the push. Try it now. Put the front foot down, lean slightly over the knee. Now, focus on pushing terza down side 2 through the heel of that foot, rather than pulling terzadine with your quad. You should feel the activated glute fire powerfully, lifting your whole body with less stress on the knee joint. This is the proper sequence. Activate, lean, push. For men with significant arthritis, taking stairs one step at a time is often necessary. We call this the step 2 or meet and greet technique. You step up with the strong leg, then bring the weaker leg to meet it on the same step. You repeat this process for every riser. While this technique is slower, it keeps the strain on the stronger, less painful leg. If you are using the step 2 technique, always lead with your stronger leg going up. Use your activated glute on that stronger side to initiate the movement. The weaker leg is merely assisting. Why is this important? It minimizes the time your painful knee spends bearing the load at the highest point of compression. Minimize time under load. Minimize pain. Let's address the railings. Many men rely on the railing as a complete substitute for muscle function. hauling themselves upstairs using only their arms. The railing should be used for stability and balance, not propulsion. If you are gripping the railing so hard your knuckles turn white, your biomechanics are failing. Use the railing as a feather-like guide. Focus your effort on the glute push. This ensures you are maintaining strength and independence, not outsourcing your mobility to a piece of wood or metal. What about going down? Descending stairs often causes more pain than ascending. Going down is a different challenge. It requires eccentric strength, the ability for your muscles to lengthen and slow gravity down. This is the braking mechanism. When descending, we typically use the opposite rule, down with the bad, or lead with the more painful leg. This sounds counterintuitive, but here is why. When you step down, the braking is controlled by the trailing leg, the one remaining on the step. By leading with the painful leg, you force the stronger, healthier leg to absorb the impact and control the descent, acting as the primary brake. However, the glute activation trick still applies. Before descending, activate the glutes on both sides. When you descend, maintain that slight forward lean, this time to keep your weight anchored over the stabilizing foot. Control the speed. Do not rush the eccentric load. Every step down should be slow and deliberate, letting your hips, not your knees, manage the weight transfer. If you have tried the 10-second glute tap and the biomechanical lean, and you still feel sharp, debilitating pain, you must stop. Pain is the body's warning system. It is time to speak with a physician or a physical therapist. We are providing strategies for managing mobility, not substituting medical care. However, for most men with mild to moderate arthritis, this shift in muscle use is the missing link. The 10-second trick is fantastic for immediate relief, but it's a quick fix, not a permanent cure. To truly conquer stairs and maintain joint health, you must incorporate exercises that build permanent strength and resilience in your glutes. This is the long game. The best single exercise for glute strength, especially for seniors, is the glute bridge. It is performed lying down, which is perfect because it takes all the stress off your lower back. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, close to your buttocks. Simply squeeze your glutes and lift your hips off the floor until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold the squeeze for a 3 count, then lower slowly. Do 3 sets of 12 repetitions every day. You don't need a gym. You don't need weights. You just need intention and consistency. This exercise directly strengthens the muscles that are responsible for lifting you up the stairs pain-free. It turns the 10-second trick into a lasting trait. Think about the bigger picture of joint health. Your joints rely on more than just muscle activation. They rely on the fluid that lubricates them, synovial fluid. And what is synovial fluid mostly made of? Water. A dehydrated body means thicker, less effective synovial fluid. If you are heading out to tackle a few flights of stairs, ensure you are adequately hydrated. A simple glass of water 20 minutes before a physical challenge can sometimes make a noticeable difference in joint comfort. We are optimizing the system from every angle. We need strong muscles, great technique, and proper internal lubrication. This holistic approach is what Gentleman's Vitality is all about. We are not looking for one miracle pill. We are implementing a robust, science-backed lifestyle. Let's quickly review the 3 crucial steps we covered today, the steps you must perform before every flight of stairs. Step 1. The 10-second glute tap. Focus on your push leg. Tap and squeeze 8 to 10 times to wake up the powerful hip muscles. Flip the switch. Step 2. The biomechanical lean. Place your entire foot down. Lean your torso 10 to 15 degrees forward over the knee of the push leg. Step 3. Push, don't pull. Focus your intention on pushing down through the heel, using the activated glutes to propel you upward, minimizing the knee bend and the resulting compression. Mastering stairs is mastering your independence. It allows you to visit friends and family, navigate your own home, and travel the world without fear. It is the ultimate victory against aging stiffness. You have the knowledge now. You have the technique. Do not let those powerful hip muscles stay asleep for another minute. If this video has given you a clear, actionable plan to move without pain, please like the video to support our work, and subscribe to Gentleman's Vitality right now. We are committed to cutting through the noise and delivering only the actionable strategies you need to live a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant life. Take control of your health today. Get those glutes working. You deserve to move freely.